Hey, what's up? So in this video, we're going to go through a couple of recent reads that I've had, and it's kind of an assortment because we've got a picture book, actually two picture books, a manga, and this sort of special magazine thing here. So it's been a while since I have recorded a video. I do have tons to record because of that, tons of books to go through, big hauls as well. I recently went to the Sydney comics marketplace, Scamp, so have tons there to show off, but still wanted to do a couple of videos before that, catching up with the backlog of what I wanted to record. So we'll just dive into it straight away. This one here is not a manga, it's kind of like a showcase book. It's called the Showa Manga History by Mainichi Shinbun. And it collects from Showa 1926 to 1977 here. If you notice, you might be able to identify some of the characters on the front page. I'm not too knowledgeable, so I only know a little bit. I believe this is Norakuro. Then you've got some, of course, Tsuge Yoshiharu. You've got the Lee family. I believe this might be Shigeru Sugiura, the person who did Sarutobi Sasuke, Shirato Sanpei down here. Who else is there? Astro Boy, of course, Tezuka. Got a couple more here too, which I'm not too sure of. But this one, really cool book, actually, despite me not knowing much about most of the stuff that is in this here. So essentially it's 50 years of showcases. For example, in these first couple of color pages here, they're like a sample of magazine covers over the Showa period. So you've got obviously Garo's here, you've got Com as well. I'm not too sure about the other magazines, but it's just really cool having this little gallery of all of these cover pages in color too. Great stuff. This, I forgot the name, Ougon Bat, I believe. First superhero or something in Japan. I'll just zoom in for those who are interested in any one of these magazines. There you go. This one on the bottom is Manga Shugi, or Mangaism, I believe, which was a comics manga criticism journal, manga academics and all that type of stuff. So because this is such a large book, I'll kind of go through it quickly. Again, a lot of this I am not knowledgeable of. It also does have lots of newspaper comics, political manga, pre-war manga, etc., post-war, underground. So here's a table of contents for everything here. You've got showcases, you've got panels, articles, that sort of thing. So there's plenty if you are very interested in the Showa era, especially the comics and the manga that were coming out at that time. This is a really good book for that, and it's not too expensive either. I got it for pretty good price. And it of course goes through in chronological order, so it goes through by the years. There's a lot in here, so I'll just go through a couple, skip over a couple here. The quality is great as well. So this one came out in 1977. Publisher is Mainichi Shinbun, 1936 to 40. Tons of cool stuff if you're just into that old. I believe here we've got a kind of amalgamation of different characters from that era. So if you can zoom in, I can recognize some Sugiura stuff. Betty there. There's a lot. There's a lot I do not know as well. It's hard to figure it all out. But a really cool book to have too. Great quality. Moving into the 40s now. Some more newspaper comics, art pieces, political pieces as well. Tons and tons of stuff. And don't mind the crinkling. It's a little bit the spine is a little bit crinkled, but other than that, no other damage as far as I can see. And later towards the end of the book, where we get into, the 60s, 70s, 80s when Garo was there, we do get a little bit of some Garo spotlights here and there. Not too extensive, to be honest, but it is there. And it's kind of the only thing I know as well. I do believe there's like, of course, Masuhiko Matsumoto, who did Cigarette Girl. I do believe there are some mentions here. We've got Sugiura. A couple of panels from there. This one, oh, it's Bat Kid on the right here. I only just recently got Bat Kid. So this was printed in English by Bubbles and Ryan Holmberg. Bat Kid by Inoue Kazuo, I believe their name was. So you got a mention of them there. This is Igaguri, I believe. No, yes, Igaguri-kun by Fukui Eichi, from my memory. Also, Ryan Holmberg and Bubbles collaboration has been released in English too. I picked that up in Scamp. So when I do my Scamp haul, then you will see both of them there. Yoshihiro Tatsumi. We've got Bloody Stump Samurai over here by Hirata Hiroshi, I believe the name was. Yeah, Hirata. Who do we have here? We've got some Umes. Rest in peace, Umes. I'm not sure what story that is, but oh, I forgot to say as well, we do have Mizuki Shigeru, of course. On the bottom left of the pages, we've got like a little flip through comic, like this little character here, a little samurai, which is really cool too. Great book. Don't recognize that there. This is Shirato Sanpei Sasuke. An amazing panel there. Just going through and seeing if I recognize anything else. Hajime, no, not Hajime. Oh, my bad, not Hajime. Ashita no Jo. Who else do we have? We've got some sports manga, of course. There we have it. We've got the Neji Shiki ending panel by Tsuge Yoshiharu. Some cool stuff here. I believe that's Kazuo Kamimura, if I'm reading that correctly. I might be completely wrong. But we've got stuff like Hayashi Seiichi, Red Colored Elegy over here. Yasuda Taku, never heard of them. Here's where it's a little more familiar to me as we go on. A little bit, still tons of stuff I don't know. Looks like some shoujo manga stuff. And so we move on to the next section. Here we've got like a little section. We've got the Lee family, Tsuge Yoshiharu. So I'll flip through the rest of them. And this is really cool too. This is a little section, illustration section by Akasegawa Genpei that kind of collages all of these different iconic characters from this era. So I might have been mistaken before. Is this Gold Bat? I'm not too sure. I definitely recognize him though, but see if you can recognize any other characters, because again, I'm not too knowledgeable. This might be, is that the guy from Man Without Talent, Tsuge Yoshiharu? Maybe. But we've got more here, so I'll just zoom in. That's definitely a character. I don't know who it is. Igaguri, on the sports manga. Tetsujin, I believe. Forgive me for any mistakes. I'm not too familiar. Shirato Sanpei stuff. Oh, I know he's a character from George Akiyama. You've got Kitaro over here. You have Ashita no Jo, Gogo 13, the boy from Neji Shiki. Looks like a Kazuo Kamimura character. The Bloody Stump Samurai. And Galaxy, is it maybe Reiji Matsumoto on the left, I think. But really cool. I think that's probably my favorite part of the entire book. Then we've got Neji Shiki color page, and really cool here. These were from, I actually do have some of these in a book for the Gendai Comics Avant-Garde Masterpiece Collection. So I've made a video on that. So these three here pop up: Inoue, Yosuke, Shiro Tatsumi, Toshio Saeki. Forgot the name of this one. Sasaki Maki down here. And this is the Ampo journal. Hayashi Seichi on the left. And then I think we get into Kashihon stuff. I always love the Kashihon covers. Akasegawa Genpei, and I'll flip through the rest. So yeah, a very, very fun book to flip through, even if you don't know too much about the era like me. Still fun to flip through and expose yourself to the type of manga and comics that were coming out at that time, 1926 to 1977. So that was the Showa Manga History book by Mainichi Shinbun, published in 1977. Really cool one. So let's go on to the next one. We'll go into the next big format book here. We've got a picture book. So this one is called Because Haru Grew Wings, I believe it's translated to. It's written by Oomae Ao and drawn by Miyazaki Natsujikei. So I'm not too sure about the author, but definitely Natsujikei is a favorite mangaka of mine. So I picked this picture book up because of her. But this one I read a while ago, actually. I have made a post on my Instagram, but I felt like pulling it out and talking about it anyways. So yeah, it's a picture book. This was really great. Essentially, the story is focusing on a group of girls. So 4 girls. We have Haru, Natsu, Aki, and Fuyu. All of them are named after the seasons. And essentially, we have a lot of ups and downs between their relationships. So it's a really weird story, but I highly recommend it because just to give you an example of what happens, Haru, who is the brown hair, she had wings, but what had happened was that Natsu was felt lonely. He was blue hair, so she stopped flying. Natsu can shoot out beams from her eyes. Aki had sewn her eyes shut. Actually, no. Who's Aki? I kind of forgot who was who, but a lot of people hurting each other. You know, friends hurting each other, friends being scared of each other, weird transformations, people becoming ghosts, eating each other. So a lot of kind of transformations and body horror. But essentially, it all boils down to a story about coming close with your friends. There's a lot of transformation elements that embody the ups and downs of being in a friend group. But it's one of those types of picture books that, you know, you've got the outside, you've got the literal events that are happening, but then you look further and it's just about the roller coasters of friendship, which is an amazing thing. Whenever I know Natsujike did not write this story, but it's very much within her style of story anyways. Big fan of her works. Again, Glacier Bay Books is coming out with a book of hers in their Kickstarter, so look forward to that. But yeah, great one here. I'm getting more into picture books. Actually, I bought 2 more picture books that I really want to get into. Starting to get into, because before that, this was my only picture book, I believe. So yeah, this was what published in 2021. So highly recommend if you want a weird story about friendship, drawn by Natsujike. Not a very hard book to find, actually. Only printed 2021, so pretty easy to find. So this is a good one. My picture book journey will be starting soon, so look out for that if you're into that sort of thing. So specifically Japanese picture books. I know there was one out by Junji Ito recently, so I do want to pick that up too. So on the same topic, I'm just going to pull it down the camera down a bit so it's easier to see. There we go. Another picture book. This one by Nishioka Kyoudai, the Nishioka siblings. So this one is titled The Dream I Had When I Died, published in 2005. Paroru? Not too sure what publisher that is, but it's a hardcover book. Here is that there. And I don't know why I said that was, I don't know why I said the Natsujikei book was the only picture book I have, because I clearly have one here, so do not know what I'm talking about. So this one is, the premise of this is that a boy who isn't attached to life, it's described, is determined to die and kills himself and then goes on a dreamlike journey. So it's starting off the story, it's a very apathetic boy who does take his own life, but it quickly and smoothly transitions into this sort of limbo stage where he's flying around, seeing how people are going in their lives, his family and all of that. Very dreamlike, very signature style for the Nishioka body of work. In my opinion, this wasn't my favorite work of theirs because it felt very standard. The story itself wasn't too captivating for me, but the drawings, of course, are very good, and it's got this consistent sort of dark color scheme where it's blues, greens, browns, no reds or anything, no bright colors. I believe this is scanlated though, I believe, but the sequence of scenes, they're inspired by memories. So Satoshi Nishioka is the brother who writes the stories, and Chiaki, the sister, is the one who draws the art. But it does feel very calm. Throughout the entire book, nothing really jumps up in tension. It's just a very calm journey that this boy goes through in this sort of limbo. This is a really cool panel here. Very simple drawings sometimes, but effective. So yeah, that was published in 2005. The Dream I Had When I Died, in hardcover. Very cool book here. Okay, so now we'll move on to the last book for today, which I guess it kind of will be quick because I won't really be able to show too much of it. This one here is called Osatsu no Sensei by Hiromi Hiraguchi. Osatsu, I believe, means like banknote or bill. Some information about Hiromi Hiraguchi. He debuted in Gara in 1978, which the first chapter in this book here is actually the debut story. This one is signed. Luckily enough, I did not know that. It didn't say that it was going to be signed when I bought it, so that's cool. So yeah, debuted in Gara in 1978. Has also worked as an AV actor and director and sex industry reporter. So AV as in adult videos. Also had written some articles on the sex industry, and he studied under Akasegawa Genpei in a private art school. So interesting to know. So yeah, the reason why I can't show a lot of the book is because a lot of nudity, a lot of sex, and I didn't really like this book, to be honest. It's not my style of story. Very it's just a lot of sex, to be honest, and nothing really captivated me too much. So I do have another Hiraguchi book, because I don't want to really, sorry, I'm just trying to find something that I can show. I don't want to really like throw away an author and their manga just because I don't like one book. I'll give another try to his other manga, but yeah, I'll be going back and forth a bit because I don't want to bother censoring too much post video, so instead I'll just work on it here. So in terms of the types of stories that you'll get in this manga, it's stuff like, one of them's called Interview, which is where an interview, it starts off like a normal interview, but it turns out to be a porno. You've got like perverted stories, like perverts. Yeah, a lot of just sex. And I'm still trying to find something that I can show. Damn, I can't really show much at all. I guess if you're into people like, off the top of my head, Hisauchi Michio and Toshio Saeki and who's the one that did, oh, I don't remember the name. Another erotic manga creator. If you're into those manga, then you probably like this. I'm personally not too into it, but it was still interesting to see what other types of artists popped up in Garo. But yeah, here's the afterword for it. And the end there. I do like the cover though. Quite like how, I love the green here too, but yeah. Apologize, won't be able to show off this too much, but either way, there will probably be another Hiraguchi manga that pops up in the future. I don't know how long, but I do have another one waiting for me. But yeah, so that was the video there. Just 4 books that I wanted to show off. 1 manga, 2 picture books, and this special MOOC sort of history gallery book. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.